Police Texas man stalking WNBA's Caitlin Clark went to Indiana, drove past her home 3x a day. A Texas man, accused of stalking WNBA player Caitlin Clark, was arrested after posting on social media that he traveled to Indianapolis and was driving past her house multiple times a day. 55-year-old Michael Lewis, whose X profile shows over 100 tweets aimed at Clark between this past Saturday and Sunday alone, was arrested Sunday and charged with stalking, according to Marion County jail records. He faces a maximum sentence of 6 years in jail and a $10,000 fine. The probable cause affidavit says Lewis tagged Clark over and over in tweets between December 16 to January 2, making sexually explicit comments about the Indiana Fever guard and saying he wanted to come watch her games. Caitlin Clark's stalker court hearing did not go well. Over the weekend, a Texas man was arrested and charged after reportedly stalking and sending threatening messages to Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark. And now, it seems that he's causing problems for the judge in court. Michael Thomas Lewis, 55, of Denton, Texas, was arrested on Sunday and faces a single charge of stalking with threats of sexual battery or death, classified as a Level 5 felony. According to court documents obtained by Fox 59 in Indianapolis, Lewis used the social media platform X to send sexually violent messages to Clark. The situation got more serious, then traveled to Indianapolis, allegedly with the intent to be in close proximity to her, and was sending the messages less than half a mile from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, the home arena of the Indiana Fever. Lewis had his first court hearing on Tuesday, and it's safe to say that it did not go well. When Lewis entered the courtroom at Marion County Superior Court, ESPN reports that he sat back in his chair and said guilty as charged, and he interrupted the court's proceedings multiple times. Texas man charged with stalking WNBA's Caitlin Clark behaves erratically in court. Michael Thomas Lewis, 55, of Texas, has been charged with stalking WNBA player Caitlin Clark. He is accused of repeatedly harassing Clark from December 16, 2024 to January 11, 2025. The Marion County Prosecutor's Office filed a Level 5 felony charge which could lead to a prison sentence of 1 to 6 years. Prosecutors allege Lewis sent sexually violent messages causing Clark to feel threatened and unsafe. Court documents reveal that Lewis sent at least 14 disturbing messages. Some of these were explicit, with one claiming he had driven by Clark's home 3 times a day. Another stated, "I'm getting tickets, I'm sitting behind the bench." The FBI traced some of these messages to a hotel near Clark's team's home venue, Gainbridge Fieldhouse, and to a library in downtown Indianapolis. In court, Lewis behaved erratically, reportedly laughing and joking at times. He shouted guilty as charged as he sat down in the courtroom. During questioning, Lewis claimed he was on vacation and that the relationship was imaginary. However, prosecutors argue his messages were threatening. Clark, who won the 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year award, told authorities she altered her public schedule due to safety concerns. As part of the legal proceedings, the court issued a no-contact order against Lewis, prohibiting him from contacting Clark by any means, including phone calls, social media, or through third parties. Lewis was also ordered to stay at least 500 feet from both Gainbridge Fieldhouse and Hinkle Fieldhouse, where Clark's team practices. Authorities are requiring him to provide contact details for GPS monitoring. Lewis was held on a $50,000 bond with the condition that he remain in Indiana unless granted permission to leave. If he posts bond, he will be monitored with an ankle bracelet. The court warned that violating the no-contact or stay-away orders could result in his bond being revoked. Lewis faces up to 6 years in prison and a $10,000 fine if convicted. The prosecutor's office noted that Lewis traveled from Texas to Indianapolis with the intent of being close to Clark, which led them to seek a higher-than-standard bond. A not guilty plea was entered on Lewis' behalf, and Judge Angela Davis instructed him to remain silent in jail and only communicate with his attorney. Lewis' next court appearance is scheduled for March 31, 2025.